Hey, hope you're having a fantastic day. We had a gorgeous sunset tonight, and that means spring is coming. I hope, I hope, I hope. I don't know about you, but I have never wanted spring to come so badly as I have this year. But let's talk about spring and change. I wanted to ask you, what is the one thing that motivated you to make a change in your health? Maybe it was to lose weight. I'm going to be talking about the framework of losing weight because that's the most common change people will make for themselves. But did you notice that one thing that motivated you to get serious about, say, losing weight had to do with your heart and emotions, had almost nothing to do with the facts or logic or data or anything like that? That's the case for me too, because it's not logic or data or reason, even if people who say they're logical think it's about logic. It's almost always about emotions. And I think in particular with weight, because it's about food and it's about something very, very personal. It's not really just about math. It's not really just about calories in and calories out. Because if it was, we can all do math. We'd all figure it out, right? I mean, I had one client, for him, it was about math. He's probably like the 1%. He lost 20 pounds. He just says, oh, it's just easy. You just eat this, not this. Okay, well, that was him. He's like 1%. The rest of us, we have to really do a lot of work here, in here, in order to get it off down there, right? In order to get it off our hips. So it can be, what keeps us from losing weight can actually be fear. Lots of things around fear, and that's surprising, and it's not often talked about on, weight loss, by my weight loss products type stuff, but it's really true. Because you can have the best product in the world, but if you're afraid to lose weight, it's not going to matter, is it? It's not. Why are you afraid? Well, it can be, just think, if you just take a minute and get quiet, you'll think, you'll know, maybe you can get in touch with what that fear is in yourself, because I think that's like the number one a motivator for people to lose weight. They know all the facts about heart and cancer and arthritis and diabetes. And did you know that being overweight can actually impact your brain function, increase your risk of dementia? I mean, we've got all these reasons to be at a healthy weight. We all do. We can all list them off. We can all pass the quiz on why you should be a healthy weight. But fear keeps us from losing weight. We're afraid we're not going to like the food. Why? Because the food is very personal, and it's really loaded with a lot of emotions. For most people, there's a lot of emotional connection with food. That's not all bad. Just sometimes it gets in our way, right? What's another fear? If you're a woman, a lot of women don't want to get to a healthy weight where they feel like they might be more attractive because they don't want to attract more of the wrong kind of attention. That's a fact, Jack. It's a real thing. Might also be true for some men. Men also have body issues just like women do. They might be different, but they have them, right? Fear can be not being able to keep it up. What if I don't do it? What if I've told everybody I want to lose weight, or I lose weight and I gain it back? I don't want to look stupid. There's a lot of emotional low self-esteem wrapped up in an unhealthy weight. Again, for some people, it's just about math. It's just getting about too lazy or working too hard. Not when I say lazy, I mean sedentary. That's the word I wanted. Sedentary. I was thinking about people that I know that just, they were working to build a business. They were sitting down a lot, getting paperwork done, making deals, doing that kind of thing. And they just put on the weight because they were grabbing food to go because they were so busy. And when they decided to make a change, like I said, for some people, it was about math. But for most people, it's not. There's a lot of emotions to it. When I ask people, what kept you from making your health goals, I heard all kinds of things. I heard fatigue. And the strange thing about fatigue is it's like a negative loop. If you're too tired to take care of yourself, you feel worse, which increases the fatigue, making it even harder to make the right choices for yourself. Staying consistent, that's a biggie. So I'd like to talk about life changes that are simple and that can be done by anybody. Because if they're too hard, we can do them for a short term, like week 1, and then we're over it. What were some of the other things I heard? Just not liking it. Just one more thing. just overwhelming. If you're not used to meal planning, which is learning how to plan meals and knowing what you're going to be eating is actually a key to maintaining a healthy weight. For a lot of people, that's just one more thing on the to-do list. Don't want to do it. What else keeps people? We cannot overlook the issues of the heart, past woundings, the snarky comments somebody made when you were in the 4th grade and maybe didn't feel too good about yourself, but they stick. I mean, they stick. It's a lot of healing. I find sometimes for a lot of people, shedding weight, getting to a healthy weight is the last stage in their health and their wellness journey and their spiritual development, last stage in their emotional health journey. It's like they take care of everything else and now they're ready to tackle the weight. And a lot of the things I just talked about are really not an issue for them anymore. Food is very personal. It's often emotional. When I talk to Donna's going to be doing this program with me. She is a fitness trainer. If you're in I've done some of the fitness challenges with me. She's taking you through those. And a fitness specialist. And I asked her, nutrition specialist rather. And I asked her, I said, what do you hear about? She goes, man, people do not like to be told what to eat. Food is very personal. They feel judged in some ways over their food choices. They just don't want to do it. Even if there's no judgment, it's what they hear, right? It's almost like what they hear with their emotional ears, if not their actual ears. And sometimes, quite frankly, it just feels easier to just accept, right? We get into this idea of, well, I'll just accept myself at 20 pounds overweight, 30 pounds overweight, 60 pounds overweight, right? Look at some people like Oprah, who's famous for her weight loss challenges, and just accept it. Well, being really overweight will kill you. It'll cost you your family. It'll cost them you. It can increase your risk of dementia, heart attack, heart disease, arthritis, diabetes, just lots and lots and lots and lots of extra things. So what I want to talk about just for a couple minutes, and when I've talked to people too that have made those changes, there was almost always this one moment where everything came together, cleared out the excuse cobwebs, and they were able to stick with their program. There's a problem with that, though. I see it in my business too sometimes. And it's waiting for that compelling moment that's so compelling that's going to overcome your fears for you. You can wait a long time for that. In the meantime, you've lost maybe years of living. So this is what I really recommend. This is what I love to do, because waiting around for your defining moment isn't a plan. And what I like to do is I like to take people through and just start. That's why if you're in my healthy living group, we just talk about starting on something. If it's just water, just start. If it's just work, exercising even 10 minutes a day, it's not going to make a massive change in your body, but it's going to start. And you can always build on a habit that you've started. You can always do that. It's better than no habit. Some habit is always better than no habit because you can always improve it, right? And it's going to take discipline. There's just no way around that. But you can even start with just one area that you're going to discipline, because you can, again, build on it, all right? Because everything comes back in your health, in your physical health, to some extent your emotional health and your spiritual. Now, spiritual health, yeah, I'll say that too. And it's amazing. I mean, when you start thinking about weight control and money control, I mean, you just be amazed at all the linkages. We're going to be talking about that in just a second. But it really circles around to being a healthy weight. That is like one of the best things you can do for yourself, even with all the murkiness around it, even with all the emotional mess sometimes around it. It's still the best thing you can do for yourself. That's why we're doing the Leaner for Life plan. It's a program that we're going to be talking about. It's almost going to be like everything's on the table. We're going to be talking about food addiction, how it's designed, and how clean eating can help break food addictions. How's that? Save you on calories, break food addictions. We're going to be talking about portion control in a way that's easy, because I don't know about you, I am not walking around with my life with little food scales, and I just can't do it. Can't. And I'm not going to. And that'll put me in I don't want to move faster than anything. But we're going to talk about portion control. We're going to talk about stress versus emotional eating. We're going to talk about all the carb controversy and some of the diet fads that are out there, some of which happen because people are looking for that clarifying moment. They're looking for that hook that they can hang on to, right? And sometimes if you've done a lot of weight loss programs, you can mess up your metabolism. You can mess up your body's response to food. And that kind of person, if you've done that, which you've heard the average American goes through 4 different weight loss plans and diets and whatever you want to call them, a year, not a lifetime, a year. And that will mess up your metabolism over time. We've got ways to heal that. But I really want to talk to you about, and we're not talking about body perfection. We're even going to talk a little bit about body image, because it's not really about body perfection. Okay? We all know the models, the celebrities, all that jazz are so photoshopped, even in post-production on video. Okay? And they don't look like real people. Real people, it's not about making weight loss and fitness the only thing that you're about, right? We tend to think sometimes in extremes. If I can't be that, I have to be this over here. Nope, not true. We're talking about a way of living that will help you get to a healthy weight, stay at a healthy weight, and you can still have some of grandma's favorite goodies, right? You can still not be perfect some days. You can still some days forget to work out and still maintain a healthy weight and feel good about yourself. Enjoy the clothes you're in. Now, if you're like me and that sounds good to you, because I just can't do it. I couldn't sit there and like count my pretzels. I was in a famous program many years ago, maybe about 25 years ago, 30 years ago, maybe 30. Anyway, it was between some of my kids. I had 5 kids. And I remember having to count out my mini pretzels. It drove me crazy. It made me, I was actually obsessing about food because I had to count everything. Really? Can't do that either. So we're not talking about that. We're talking about a way that's simple, sustainable, effective, healthy, because there's no point losing weight in a way that damages your body and sets you up for problems down the road, right? All right. So, and I wanted to be, I was just doing some, and how this kind of came about a little bit, apart from my defining moment where I saw myself, somebody's video, and I went, didn't like it. I went, all right, we're done. But the other thing was, I was doing some work on writing for my blog, and I was doing some work on brain health and cognition, and I looked up a connection between obesity, which I think is a BMI over 29, maybe 28. And so you can be, and brain function. It blew me away. I had no idea at the time that obesity and being overweight was linked to increased risk of Alzheimer's, linked to decreased function, brain function, and decreased memory. I know that's scary right there. So I know I didn't have like 3 steps to do this today. It was kind of a little bit more of a, just wanted you to be thinking. And just spend a few minutes just thinking about what is keeping you, really keeping you. You might say, well, I hate meal planning. Why? I don't have the time. Why? Because you know what? We do have the time. We have the time for whatever we really want to do, don't we? We do. I don't have the time, but I binged on TV for, 8 hours. No, there was time. All right. So keep asking yourself till you get to that place. Why is that? Till you get to close to that real reason that it's keeping you from wanting to get to a healthy weight, what stresses you out about it, and then what would help you to go forward so that we get both sides. Message me. Okay, I'm putting together this group. Love to have you be a part of it, putting together some information on it, because I really want it to be something different for people. Okay, we got stuff that'll help you build the lean muscle mass that'll protect your metabolism. That's the biggest factor in your metabolism is your lean muscle mass. Absolutely huge. And you can achieve it without being a workout gym rat. That's fine. Nothing against gym rats, right? Everybody's offended about something. Nothing about gym rats. But you don't have to do that all the time. And it's healthy. You can do it around your family. and your kids and a busy schedule. Okay. So please message me and let me know what's holding you back. What makes you want to move forward? Drop it in the comment below. That's fine. And then I do have some information for you on some actual practical things that can help with weight loss, and I'll get that to you as well. All right. Hey, thank you for spending a few minutes with me. I want you to be encouraged. I want you to be encouraged. We've helped a lot of people get to a healthy weight. It's absolutely achievable. It's absolutely sustainable, where the body that you achieve becomes your body, your new body for life. Okay? And you can really feel good about yourself. Like what you're eating, like how you look, like how you feel. Have a healthy heart as well. All right. God bless. We'll talk to you soon. Don't forget to message me. Bye now.